what's happening, everybody? I am Jed from Into the Mystery, and I'm here with David from Vagabond Filmmaker. And the number one question that I've been asked on my channel in the whole year that I've been on the road, I've been making YouTube videos, is how do you make money on the road? So I'm going to answer just that. We're going to get David's take on this, on how he's been doing it, and include what has worked for us, what hasn't worked, things we've tried, and other ideas that might work for other people. But I want to set this up as a discussion between all of us, including you. So please leave your feedback and any ideas you might have in the comment section. I encourage everybody, when you watch this video, to scroll through the comment section and interact with everybody else and leave your ideas and get other ideas, because we don't know everything. This is just what's worked for us. So I'll just start with myself and talk about what I've done. So the first 6 months was mostly credit cards, actually. I knew that I was going to create a way to make money and that I'd be able to pay them back, and I was living a lifestyle that didn't cost much money, so I'd be able to just pay them back eventually. But I tried to find odd jobs on Craigslist that rarely worked. There just wasn't work available, or people would flake out, or they wouldn't reply to my emails or whatever. I've done seasonal work at a haunted house, which I'll probably return to, or I will return to this year. That was great. But the things that are working for me now are YouTube, AdSense revenue from that, AdSense revenue from my website, selling stickers, Patreon. I have a Patreon account where people who appreciate the content that I make and get some kind of value out of it give me a certain amount of money per month. It's $1, $2, or $10. That's been very helpful. Donations, I get very little donations. I probably had a total of like 5. Most of them are like $5 donations. A couple of them are much higher though. Another way is the Amazon affiliate program that I'm part of it. I put Amazon links to a lot of the products I use and my camera and most of the descriptions on my videos and on my website, and I have an Amazon store on my website. And when people click on any of my links and buy anything on Amazon within the next 24 hours, I get a small commission, and it doesn't cost that person anything. So I've got some friends that anytime they shop on Amazon, they'll just click on one of my links. Doesn't matter what the product is, anything they buy, it doesn't have to be the product they clicked on, but anything they buy, I get a small commission for that. So if you'd like to support me, that's a way you can do it without costing you anything. Other things that I've done are real estate photography. I've only successfully done that once, but I'm getting better. I'm still researching and practicing that to do it like really well. And that's a quick way for me to make $100 really easily. I'm also going to be selling some of my photography as prints through my Into the Mystery 13 website for this brand, as well as my portfolio website. And I've also sold things I didn't need, because I packed all kinds of stuff with me to take on the road, and a lot of it I didn't need. I sold a microphone I never used. I sold a bass I never used. I'm going to sell my guitar that I never use. And there's been a few other things as well. But those are the things that I can remember that I've done. A lot has happened in the last year, so I might be leaving something out. But from the best of my memory, those are the things I have done. That's what's been working for me. I'm at the point now where my YouTube is just really taking off, and I'm just being really successful at that. So I'm going to be able to survive off a combination of the Amazon affiliate, the Patreon, the AdSense, and the very occasional donations, but I don't count on those. And that's pretty much it. Another thing I'm going to work on is my website. I'm going to start posting a lot more on that. Not just like trip reviews, but also product reviews that tie into the Amazon affiliate program, and possibly sponsorships from companies that I believe in, that if I try their products and I think they're good and I think they work and I think they can help people, I will definitely be glad to be part of a sponsorship program with that, and maybe be endorsed somehow monetarily with that, and both through videos and on the website. Another idea is to sell some merchandise, get some t-shirts going, some new sticker designs, and maybe some hats or something. I'm trying to think of something that's useful, that could, like, product that could really help people, that isn't expensive, that just could enhance people's lives in a way. I haven't really figured out what that is yet, but when it comes, I'll do it. Other ideas are getting into like making some documentaries. I've got some really solid ideas for documentaries as far as off-grid living and alternative living, and another YouTube series like that, maybe on this channel, maybe on another channel, but also getting a little more into the real estate photography and videography. That's just a really quick way to make money just like that. And I want to make clear the difference between active and passive income. So to me, Active income is something I go and trade my time and my skills directly for money. And the money that I make is limited to my skills and the amount of time that I put into it. Now, passive income, on the other hand, I'll use the YouTube channel for an example. I put a tremendous amount of time and energy into researching all the different facets of this channel. I've bought the camera, I've bought a new laptop so that I could edit videos, I've bought video editing software, so I've put a lot of money into it, a lot of time. Most of my videos have not made very much money at all. There's a couple of them that have made a significant amount compared to the rest, but I see this as an investment of time, so I'm investing all this time and energy, but the money I'm going to be able to make off of my channel is not limited by my time or energy. So I can make an unlimited amount of income, and as long as I keep putting the energy in and creating content, then it's going to be there and I'm done with it and it's still making me money. For instance, some of my videos from 6 months ago are still making me money, and I put in the initial time, but they're just sitting there in cyberspace and people are still clicking on them and getting value out of them, and so I'm still making money out of them. And it's going to be the same thing with the website. I'm going to create product reviews, going to create trip reviews. I might create a forum on there where people can come in and discuss different ideas to do with off-grid living, especially pertaining to van dwelling, and that'll be monetized, so that will be hands-off. I won't make much money from that, but it'll be some. So that's passive income. That's something that I've set up and I just let go of, and the money continues to come in even when I'm sleeping. So I don't have to do anything anymore, and in that way it's an unlimited amount of money that can come to me and enable me to live the lifestyle I want to live and share the information that I gain with other people and help them, if this is their dream, to live their dream too. So what have you done to make money on the road? How have you been able to sustain this lifestyle?
Well, I started off several years ago doing, a lot of people have heard of this WOOFing website, which is Worldwide Organization of Organic Farms, which is just this website that has this huge network of different organic farms from around the entire world. You sign up for it and then you get all the contact info for all the farmers, and you can basically just plan a trip from farm to farm to farm. They provide usually a small stipend, housing, and food. And so that's one way of living it, and that's kind of where I first developed my love for volunteer work, was just kind of doing that. So then even after I got a van, that just sort of carried over. And then couch surfing was the same kind of idea, you know what I mean? You just, if you have a home, you make it available to other travelers, and in turn they make their homes available to other travelers. So it's just this network of just kind of gift economics, so to speak.
Okay.
And so gift economics has been a huge part of all of this for me. And basically the idea of it is this, that you don't really keep track of your time. And I don't know how much this really pertains to making money, but to me, I think if you invest in people and relationships, that to me is more security than money. Okay. Because in those relationships, I mean, for instance, I have a mechanic that can help me with anything because I've helped him out, and without ever having to pay any actual cash into that, I put a lot of time into that relationship. And now anytime I really need help with that, I've got it. Same thing with a lawyer. I have a lawyer at my disposal, just I helped him out. Now he helps me out, and I've got a lot of mutually beneficial relationships like that, where I feel like I've just built security, kind of like you were saying, where it's passive income, it's residual. I kind of put time into those relationships and they keep giving.
Wow, very cool.
So aside from that, I do film work, and I do graphic design. I usually end up doing like logos or animated logos like the one I did for your channel. And then the occasional flyer and music video. And aside from that, odd jobs on different classified websites, or I use Facebook a lot as a huge resource. You can find classifieds for pretty much any city you're in on Facebook and post on there looking for work. And you know, as long as you've got a good attitude and you're humble and you just seem grateful for work, people will usually help you out. I know when I've done it, I usually end up having more work than I can take on. And then if you're really in a pinch, there's recycling. A lot of people don't think about that, but if you want to do something good for the environment and something good for yourself, or it's just a win everything around, you go out and you pick up as much garbage as you can, separate the garbage from the recyclables, take the recyclables somewhere, get some money, then you've got food. And if you're frugal, you know what I mean, you can stretch a dollar quite far.
Wow, that's very cool. So we've got very different approaches. That mine's more of a capitalist, entrepreneurial type of approach, and yours is more of a alternative, environmentalist, community-based. I dig that.
Thanks, man.
I'd really like to bring more of your ideas into my my strategy for being able to live the lifestyle that I want to live.
I think there's a great way to integrate them too, because a lot of people look at money as the devil, and I'm not one of those people. I think money's a very useful tool.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, it's not money that's the root of all evil. It's the love of money, and it's people who go after money. Like I told you before in another conversation, what I hate about paid jobs is that you get into a paid job and you're working for money instead of like doing something you like. If I'm making violins for money, then money becomes the ultimate goal, and I'll skimp on quality, I'll skimp on time and all that. But if what I really care about is making violins, I'm gonna make a damn good violin. And I feel that way with everything. Anytime I go into volunteer work, stuff that's normally like back-breaking work that you don't really necessarily enjoy, if you're doing it because you enjoy it, you enjoy it.
And if it's giving something to the world or somebody that is of use, then you will be compensated for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of the way I've seen this channel. Like, if money comes in because people find value in my content, then I'll allow it.
Yep. And I'm solely
receiving is giving kind of thing.
Because I want to make money too, and a lot of the ideas that you're implementing, I see myself wanting to. Because you may as well, if you're already putting the content out, you're already getting the viewers, you might as well scoop up some of that money that's coming in as a result.
Right, and I'm not trying to get rich. Money to me is to get rid of limits. Because my whole life I've been like kind of poor, and there's been things I wanted to do, but I couldn't because I didn't have the money to do them.
Yep.
Like for instance, now if I want to go ziplining to experience something incredible like that, then if I had the money, I could go ziplining. If I want to drive all the way to the Atlantic Ocean, I could do that. But right now, money's kind of a limit. So I'm trying to build this lifestyle where money is no longer a limit to do the things I want to do. If I want to eat out and experience some new food that I've never had before, I don't want money to be a limit for that. So I'm constantly trying to remove that. Hi, puppy. Hi, puppy. We're at a dog park. So yeah, do you have anything else you want to add to that before we get into the other ideas?
I think I've wrapped up everything I wanted to say.
That's quite a bit. Quite a bit. So as I said, I want this video to be a community thing. I want it to be a forum for you to discuss this with everybody else who watches this video. Discuss other ideas, discuss what's worked, what hasn't worked, what you'd like to try, what you think might be a cool idea. And let's really get this discussion going, guys. So some other ideas that I've heard about on my channel that people have suggested to me that I thought were great. Well, one is day labor. I can't do it because I have a really bad shoulder and a bad wrist, and physical labor is just really hard for me. Another one is temp agencies. You can roll into a town and get a job at a temp agency and stay for a month and just work a bunch of different temp jobs and make money that way. A lot of people have had a lot of success busking with music and even with different types of art, like painting. You can set up your painting somewhere in a town. That was really big in New Orleans. And one that somebody else suggested to me that I thought was absolutely genius is he told me he got a printer and he would go to the beach and take pictures of people. And he would say, hey, I captured this awesome memory of you. If you'd like a print, I'll sell it to you. And he had a printer in his van. And he would just print it out right there and sell the prints. And I thought that was awesome. You could go to dog parks and do that, take pictures of people's dogs for them. Just lots of ways to make money with a camera. That's for sure. So I think that's all we have, guys, for you today. But everybody's asking me this question, and I wanted this to become a really cool discussion. So make sure you like or dislike if you dislike this video, and leave a comment, interact with this video however you can. Please share it wherever you can. I know there's a lot of people who want to know how to make money on the road so that they can live in some kind of off-grid vehicle, whether it's a van or an RV or a car or a bicycle or a motorcycle or whatever. So let's get this information out, guys, and get the discussion going. Thank you so much for watching. Love you, Sam!